Hey, it's Lydia, and I am back today to share week number 4 of how I was able to pay for our groceries with making money as a stay-at-home mom. And I'm going to share with you our menu plan. I'm also going to share with you what Ibotta has for free right now with a referral, and where I spent my money and where I made my money. So last week I mentioned that we were going to make a turkey. My husband actually ended up smoking that, and this week's menu plan started out the week using that leftover turkey, and I also have some in my freezer that we'll be using at some point. But we started out making taco bowls, and so for that I just made some rice in my Instant Pot. I used the leftover turkey. I opened up some salsa to put on that, some cheese. I was gonna add lettuce and then I forgot to pull it out of the fridge at supper time. And we had sour cream and kind of like a Chipotle bowl, and that is what we had. We ended up having leftover rice from that. So we had fried rice another night with some veggies from the freezer and also some of the turkey in with that. And I also made like a shredded chicken sandwich, except for I used the turkey to make that. So we had those another night, and we had some buns that were in the freezer that we pulled out to use with that. I was gonna make pizza with some sourdough, and that didn't happen. We actually went out and got pizza to bring back home. So that will go for another week, then maybe we'll make some pizza with sourdough. And I also had some green beef left from last week, the beef part of it. So we're gonna make some of that again so we can use that up before it goes bad. So those were the meals that we have had this week. We actually went over to my parents' house for one night, so that kept me from cooking one night. But those are what we had planned and actually had. My menu plan changed a little bit because I wasn't planning on having extra rice that we needed to use, but that is a quick and easy way to use up rice and a pretty frugal meal. You just add some veggies, some eggs, and some meat that you have on hand, and you can use up some rice and have a cheap meal. I'm going to share with you what Ibotta right now has with a referral for free. So if you have Ibotta and you can get a friend to sign up with you, I would highly suggest doing that now. And if not, I think the pizza is free without a referral. So check your Ibotta. And if you don't have an account, I'll leave my referral code down in the description and also in the comments that you can check out. But right now they have, with it, you can get any Kraft shredded cheese for free, Lighthouse dressing, which this, at least my Kroger, was in the produce department, so I believe it needs to be refrigerated. So do not look in the regular dressing, but they had a few different kinds, I think 3 different kinds of dressing available. Also, you can get the cookies for free. My girls are super excited about this. They're waiting to make them after nap today. So we had some, just the dough last night. They also have this bubbly that is free right now. Some Mission tortilla chips. And then also Red Baron pizza. So those are all, if you can get a referral for Ibotta, those are all free after rebate. So I'll talk about that when I get to what I have spent this week. But that brings my total of groceries up, but I will get all of that back as well to spend in another week. So I was able to this week make $96 off of selling things from the pallet that I bought last month. And I have spent most of that already. So last weekend we went grocery shopping and I spent $66 at Kroger, and that's been a week away and my brain's kind of fried, so I'm not exactly sure what all we spent that on. I know we got milk and some other things, but most of that stuff is either in the freezer or we have used it. Throughout the week I bought some eggs off a friend, so that was $4.50 that we spent on eggs. Our chickens have started laying, so we're hoping that they will start producing enough that we won't have to buy eggs for a while. We're feeding our chickens, so we may as well get some eggs from them. And then we went to Kroger yesterday and I spent $89.98. And I just told my husband, I spent so much at Kroger. But then I think about it, I submitted my receipt for Ibotta and I immediately got $30 back. So I'm counting that as something that I've spent, and my $30 will go to what I've made for next week in order to be able to kind of roll that into more groceries. So that you'll see that again next week. So I'm counting what I spent now. And I also was looking for lemon juice to buy, and I found canning lids, which if you are a canner, you know that this last year canning lids have been all over the place. Either you can find a ton or you can find none. And it seems like the none is the general rule. And we can a decent amount. And I got some for Christmas from my parents, but I don't have enough to get me through the year. So I ended up spending $40 on canning lids in that $90. And I won't be using those right away, but we will be using those this summer. And that was enough with what I got for Christmas that I think we'll at least be able to get started in the canning season, and we'll see what happens. I may have to buy some more eventually, but for now, it'll be enough to get me through the beginning. So that is what I spent at Kroger, and my refrigerator right now is kind of exploding. So I might even challenge myself this next month with like a $25 budget or something per week to see if I can kind of force myself again to eat out of the fridge a little bit more, because up until this point I've had the money to spend and I haven't really had to worry about how much I have spent. So I'm going to see if I can cut that back and see what I can eat out of. And my little guy's over there eating, so if you hear him jabbering in the background. But that is where we are. I have about $6 left in my grocery budget, although I'll be getting the $30 back from ibotta. So that is where my grocery budget stands, and I made it through January without my family starving. So hopefully we'll be able to keep going throughout the year, and I hope you follow along to see where it takes us. I will see you later. Bye.